telling you, none of that matters. All I care about is the here and now.
Scavrin, it is called world building. The details matter, or everything you've built could collapse like a house of cards.
What are the two of you discussing?
Continuity. Last week's movie night got them talking about how much continuity matters in storytelling. Continuity is paramount.
That's not true. Just tell me a good story today and entertain me now. That's all I care about.
So then you're saying that if, for example, if this was a movie, then last week when Captain Mullis referenced K-13 when he meant to say K-7...
I think we can all agree that a small mistake like that is both understandable and forgivable.
On the contrary, the audience will not remain interested in the face of such contradiction. Well then where do you draw the line? At what point do visual changes and retcons and expanding backstories become harmful? How much is too much?
Personally, I hate it when they bring in a new actor to play the same character without any explanation.
Yeah, I hate it when they do that. Indeed, that is most annoying.
It's the worst!
And what movie started this conversation?
It was just some low-budget indie film. I think it was called...
Captain, we have an incoming hail from Captain Cogran.
On screen.
We have a lead on the Krenim. Voyager went to Krenim's space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaudois and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krenim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians. And the Vaudois have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krenim have out of our hands.
Is our business here at Starbase 24 complete? Aye, Captain. We have completed upgrades to all systems across the board, although the weapons remain untested.
And we've installed those new dark matter torpedoes. I can't wait to try those out.
I'm sure we'll have lots of chances to use them soon. Helm, laying a course for Drazana Station. Warp 6, engage. We are now approaching Drazana Station, Captain. Prepare to drop us out of warp.
Incoming transmission.
Welcome to Drazana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Shall I begin docking procedures, Captain? Absolutely not. This place looks filthy enough to have bugs. Besides, we're not going to be here that long. Okay, I want a full away team. Saras, Scavrin, Temet, and Commander Akbar to the transporter room. Okay, business facilitator Gwyn has rented space at this station for his private sales meetings. We aren't sure what the object is he's selling yet, but the rumors are that it's a technological device of some kind. The price he is asking for it is significant.
To say the least, you could buy a moon for this much latinum.
Starfleet Command reports that additional assistance is en route, but that we should go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device.
May I help you? Oh. Wait, you must be... I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Ah, but we have an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
You telling me Quinn doesn't want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe. Let's see. It was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
Look, I know you're just trying to do your job, but this is a matter of galactic concern. If you don't let us pass, we're gonna have to tear down the door.
Look, Quen hired me to answer the comms and chat up the customers, not to be security. Go right in. Just try not to break anything. Quen will find some way to blame the damages on me.
I'll take that into consideration, but ultimately, it's up to your boss how this plays out.
So what's the plan if Quinn doesn't want to cooperate?
One way or another, we're leaving with that artifact. Alright, what's all this now? Quinn, you weasel, I thought we had a deal.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time if you deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
Captain, behind you!
Now, Facilitator Quinn, I think it's time we negotiate a new deal.
Fine! I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer. Hold it!
I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Ron. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave? Everyone's happy.
Not so fast.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
Good, then you can start by telling us what you know about this device.
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
Yeah? What happened to the Krenim?
The Vatwar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple of wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the Quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vatwar started their war, Gol took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Okay, so how did the device end up in your possession?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? You mean the Vatwar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else we should know?
as a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go then. And stay out of trouble. That was some nice work back there. Nog, was it? How'd you do that?
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections, but in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Impressive, but I'm not that familiar with your background, Captain. Would you mind giving me the short version?
I don't mind telling you a bit about myself at all. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. And Captain Sisko helped me get into the Academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. I fought in the Dominion War, which is an experience I never want to repeat. And I spent some time on exploration ships. Then it was back to DS9 for a while, off to Utopia Planitia to work with the SCE, and finally taking command of the Chimera. Now I get to see the technology I helped develop at work in the field.
Very impressive. Now then, Quinn said this artifact is Krenim in origin?
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vaadwaur purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. How exactly are we going to access it?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth a lot to be paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Just overload the EPS conduits? That's not very secure at all, is it?
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
In the corner? Oh, of course. Overloading EPS power conduits now.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement. The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact.
And with just a little bit of hickory-pokery, voila.
Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
Well, look at that. That really is something, isn't it? Very interesting. Nog, are you seeing this? Quinn was right about one thing. These are some strange energy readings.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. Think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
I'll say.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Understood, Captain. We'll see you in the Delta Quadrant. Nash to Polybius, 5 to beam up.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts.
A distinct possibility, Captain. Indeed, all we have to go on is a device we know nothing about and Quinn's word as to where it came from.
I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
We might still find something here that could explain it, and as long as we're here, we might as well be thorough.
Voyager's preliminary scans of this system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
We are picking up some wreckage over there.
Maybe these asteroids are the planet.
No, the entire Vodwar fleet couldn't destroy a whole planet. It'd take 1,000 ships and more firepower than
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Helm, move us into scanning range of that wreckage.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
Understood. Moving in for close-range scans of the wreckage.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found.
I'm not a gambling man, but I'd say that'd be a safe bet. Begin preliminary scans. Pay particular attention to...
Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
Shields up. Lock all weapons on target and hit them with the parasitic ice. Fire! Nice shooting. Now bring us about and resume scans of that wreckage.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vodwar.
That tracks with everything we've heard so far.
According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them.
Agreed. Recommend we get some close-range scans of that small planetoid up ahead.
Let's move. There might be more ships in range.
Follow us in. 1/2 impulse power.
Captain, reading multiple enemy signatures headed this way.
Polybius to Chimera. Captain Nog, are you seeing this?
There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them.
What did you have in mind?
I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Good idea. We have the coordinates. Follow us in. Full impulse power.
They must be looking for that Vodwar patrol.
We'll hold here until they're well out of range.
I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Let's finish what we came here to do quickly. I'm feeling way too exposed out here, and we could find ourselves surrounded by superior forces any second. That moon is just ahead. The Polybius will lead us in. Chimera, stay close. Full impulse power. We're almost in range. Prepare a full scan. Check under every last rock if you have to. I don't want to miss a thing.
Herald's inbound!
That didn't take long.
The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out. So much for our investigation.
No, there's too much at stake. I'm not giving up yet. Shields up. All power to weapons. Lock weapons on target. Dark matter torpedoes. Maximum yield full spread. Fire! Whoa! That was awesome!
I told you, dark matter torpedoes!
Well done, Scavron. You've just earned your pay for the week.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vaadwaur and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Understood, and agreed. My team and I will meet you on the surface in 5 minutes. Alright, I need a full away team. Scavron, Temet, Saras, and...
Permission to come along?
Commander Kyle, I didn't know you were on board.
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, Captain, he's been here the whole time. Haven't you been paying attention?
Your lack of observation is quite troubling, Captain. What? This is a prank. You guys are just screwing with me, I know it. Energize.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here, alright. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Alright then, let's move out. We need to locate any points of interest and start taking some scans.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy.
Temporal energy, you say? Well, let's check the tricorder. Hey, Nog, take a look at this.
Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux.
Yeah, this is weird. I've never seen readings quite like this before. I don't think they're natural. Commander Kyle, you're a Betazoid. Are you able to sense anything?
I'm definitely sensing something. I don't think we're alone.
I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there.
Commander Kyle, take a scan. Send your results to Nog's tricorder.
Nog, I'm sending you some readings.
There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Stay sharp, and don't anybody wander off. Oh, hey, careful. Whoa, ah!
I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
A gravitational anomaly? These boulders weigh so little they practically float. Hey, watch your step, guys. What the heck are these things made out of? If I didn't know better, I'd think this whole area was made out of styrofoam and cardboard cutouts. I'm picking up a distinct energy pattern here, but I can't get a lock on it due to this planet's unusual background radiation, which itself appears to be unnatural, almost as if it's masking something.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
Let's see what else we can find.
Nog, have you seen readings like these before?
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Captain, several Iconian ships have arrived. Heralds are beaming down near your position.
We better find some cover, fast!
There, behind those rocks!
Everybody, move! Follow Nog!
Hurry! They'll be here any moment! This area looks defensible. Get ready.
Defensible, yes. Well, it's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Commander Kyle, you take the left side. I'll take the right. Captain, perhaps a strategic withdrawal is in order. Yeah, how about that, Nog? I'm not sure what else we can do here. Do we even have a plan?
I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, everyone. Defensive positions.
Here they come!
Hey, Scavron, I already got 2.
Is that all? I just killed number 5.
Ow! Oh, it's on. Captain, it is too dangerous. Take cover and allow me. No, Saros, wait a minute. Hey! Ah, smoke bomb! What the hell? Brave old Vulcan's gonna get himself killed.
More reinforcements inbound!
Captain, I've already killed 8. How about you?
Hang on just a second. 6, 7, and I believe that one makes 8.
What?
Oh, we've got a lot more incoming. I don't mean to rush you, but,
I'm working as quickly as I can!
oh, look out!
No, that still only counts as 1.
Yeah, but that was too close. Nog, you need to hurry. Commander Kyle, you doing okay down there?
More heralds in this direction.
More on this side, too. Everybody dig in!
Watch out! Storm!
Nog, we're getting overrun here.
I need more time to align these frequencies!
Alright, that's it. Nog, we gotta get out of here. It's now or never.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Nog? Nog! Great bird of the galaxy. What just happened? Nog, where are you?
What are we gonna do now?
Nash to Polybius. Great. Well, we can't just abandon Nog. Of course, we can't just stay here either. We're gonna have to fight. Everybody keep an eye out for more defensible location. Whoa, Commander, you alright?
I got a little cooked, but I'm alright.
Then keep moving. No matter what happens, don't let them surround us. Nog! Nog, can you hear me?
Nog, where are you?
Nog!
Noog!
No, Scaverin, it's more of an Nog! Noog! No, never mind. The area ahead is way too exposed. Boost power to your personal shields. Captain, your shields will not last as long on that setting. True, but I'll be able to take a few harder hits before I burn out my emitter.
It's an ambush.
Spread out. Don't give them any stationary targets.
Captain, we're sitting ducks out here.
Has anyone been able to reach Captain Nog or the ship? Negative, Captain. It is likely our comms are being jammed. Commander Kyle, I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah, we need to keep moving.
I know that. We need to find shelter as fast as possible.
Follow me.
Whoa, wait for us, Commander. Don't get too far ahead. Whoa, look out! It's another ambush! Whoa, what? Captain Nog?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
What the hell just happened? And shouldn't we be worried about all those heralds over there?
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing, that's an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Okay, let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
I understand. What can we do to prove ourselves?
Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
Okay, so how can we help?
Our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
I'm sure we can find a way to help with that. Plus, I suppose it'll give us all a little bit of time to get to know each other better. Boy, it's kind of weird just being able to walk around these heralds like this. It's like they're ghosts.
Ghosts?
Do not be afraid, Scavern. We are perfectly safe.
No, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
That engineer looks like she could use some assistance. Hi there, I'm Captain Russell Nash, and these are my associates. We're here to help you get your systems online.
Hold this.
Oh, right here?
No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks.
No problem. Do you mind if I ask you about this technology? How come you're having so many problems with it?
Anorex's original designs are for a temporal field that's big enough for a ship, sizable but finite. We've adapted the tech to cover much larger areas, but that makes the field more unstable, and we had to get everything operational before the Vaadwaur found us. So we cut some corners. A lot of corners. We're making updates and repairs as fast as we can, but we can't afford a failure. This tech is the only thing keeping us alive.
I understand, and I can't even imagine what your people have been through. How can we help?
Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
I can handle that. Microfractures aren't that hard to repair. This will only take a few minutes if there are any. Scanning for microfractures. And yeah, it looks like there are a few here. No problem. I'll just formulate some epoxy and slather it on. What do you think, Nog?
That should do it.
Okay, then let's go see what else we can do to help these people. This complex is huge. I can't believe they've managed to cloak an entire city. Out of phase and out of time.
I'll do whatever I can to assist.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we use to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
What do you think, Commander? Can you fix it?
No problem, I just have to align the waveforms.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
Hey, nice work. Lead the way, Commander. Hello there. My people and I are hoping to ally with you against the Iconians. I was wondering what you could tell me about the Krenim.
The Imperium was at its peak in the mid-22nd century. At that time, it controlled more than 900 planets, and our territory spread across more than 5,000 parsecs. Then came the Rilnar, and the Zal, and the Garanor, the Mawasi, and the Nahydron. Our wars chipped away at us, carving one planet after another away from the Imperium. There were only 27 planets left when the Vaadwaur came. Now, almost everyone on those worlds is gone too.
Yeah, but you're still here. That means there's still hope. Never surrender, never accept defeat, and never give up. Yeah, never give up, never surrender, to infinity, and thank you, Scaverin. You're officially banned from movie night. I'm sorry about him. Now please, what can we do to help?
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I think I can help you out. Let me just have a look here and see what we're dealing with. Okay, I see the problem. The matrix crystals are out of alignment. Once I repair that, you should be good to go. That's strange. It's not working.
Try turning it off and back on again.
Good idea. I'll just disconnect the buffer and then reconnect the buffer. So, Commander, what have you been up to since the last time we talked?
That's classified.
Not above my level, I shouldn't think. Alright, you can keep your secrets for now, but one of these days I want to have a nice sit-down with you. And at last, we return to the leader of the Krenim, having spoken to his people and completing essential repairs on their impressive technology.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How exactly? What do you have in mind?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What? We're safe though, right?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Their struggles are relentless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should rend their worlds asunder. Still various blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Great bird of the galaxy. Did that really just happen? Look, all the rest of the Heralds are giving up the search and going home.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing! They had no idea we were here! We were completely safe!
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways. My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur. The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anorax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
Then why haven't you done so already?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take this back to the Alliance.
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ships. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
I wouldn't get too excited. A time ship, in theory, on paper, is a long way from a practical solution against the Iconians. Captain Nog, it's been a pleasure working with you. I'll see you back at Alliance Command. Nash to Polybius, beam us up. USS Polybius mission report. We've found the Krenim, and what's more, they have technology that may be of benefit to us in the war. Regretfully, I'm sorry to report that we've lost Commander Kyle. It happened when we all beamed up from the Krenim colony. According to the transporter logs, his signal was intercepted. I'm sure he's up to something. Whatever it is, I wish him Godspeed. I've filed a full report with Captain Cogran at Alliance Command.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!